Kelly, and this is my channel, Kel Stitches. This is a place where I talk about my addiction to cross-stitching and everything that goes with it. Today is Monday, May 16, 2022, and this is a Flosstube number 8. I'd like to start off with welcoming everyone back. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back and joining me on watching my channel and my videos. And if you are a new viewer, welcome. I hope you enjoy what you see. And if you do, please subscribe, like, and comment on my videos. I would just like to say thank you to everyone that does comment on my videos. I do try to comment back to everyone as soon as I can. If I can't comment straight away, I will just heart your comment and I will come back and try to reply to you as soon as I can. So yeah, thank you to everyone that comments. I do really appreciate it. It just, when I started this channel, I wasn't sure if anyone was going to want to listen to me with my Aussie accent, because, you know, it can be a little bit grating and a little bit in your face. So thanks, guys. It is very much appreciated. I would just like to thank Elaine at Ellie Welly Stitcher, who gave me a shout out on her last video. It is very much appreciated that another floss tuber enjoys my videos and gives me a shout out on their channel. So thank you. And I might segue into doing a couple of my own shout outs. The first one is Anita at the Violet Stitcher. She's in the United Kingdom. She stitches on like Fancy Ladies and Chatelaine and a few full coverage pieces. Some of her pieces are really awesome there, and I love watching her progress. She talks about her cat, I think it's her daughter's cat or a cat that she's been looking after, and her pet rats and all that sort of stuff. So her channel's really good. And yeah, she does some pretty good stitching. The other one that I'd like to shout out is Steph at Total Stitch Show. I had to say that slowly because I could have really stuffed it up and said something else in there. But yeah, Steph's in America and she is hilarious. I watch her mainly for what she says than her stitching. Her stitching is awesome as well, but she is so funny. If you don't like profanity or swearing, she's probably not the one to watch for you but if you don't mind a little bit of that, jump on over, check her out, subscribe to her. She is quite funny. So that is my two shout outs that I am doing this week. Yes, just quickly, I did get some stitching in the last 2 weeks. Work's been totally hectic. Not the weekend just gone. Last weekend was the Mother's Day weekend, and we had a wedding on the Saturday night that was an out function, so we had to travel near an hour to get to it, cater for, I think it was 50 people, which was a full sit-down, entree, main, dessert catering, and then we had to pack up, come back to the cafe, restaurant, unpack our vehicles, make sure everything had been set up for Mother's Day the next day on the Sunday. I think that night I had about 3 hours sleep, because I was back at work at 5:30 in the morning to finish setting the outside area and making sure that everything was in place for Mother's Day to run smoothly, because we had over 300 people booked in. Nothing like challenging yourself, hey? Anyway, it was really, really hectic, but we got through it. I'd probably say. Some of the young ones were a little bit at the end of the day, but they live and they learn. That's the only way they're going to learn. So we got through that. So that weekend, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'd done no stitching at all. By the time we finished Mother's Day at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I had a raging headache. Just didn't feel like doing anything. So I came home, had a shower, sat on a lounge and fell asleep. So there went my stitching that day. Plus with the migraine that I had coming in, I don't think I could have got any stitching in. Or if I did get stitching in, the frog would have visited me the next day anyway. And then the weekend just gone. It was busy, but I did manage to get some stitching in. So as I said, I did get some progress in. It's probably just not as much as you have seen in the last 2 videos. So let's get straight into what I have done. First one I worked on was my stamped kit, which is this one. And I worked on it for, sorry for the noise if there was any, I'm trying to get the cover picture here. I worked on this one for 2 days and got 400 stitches into it. This one really isn't holding my attention. I don't know if it's because it's stamped and I'm so used to counted cross stitch, or I really don't think that is the issue. I think more the issue is the floss. This satin floss just, I don't know. It's just really, really a pain in the backside. Could have said another word then, I had to hold back. It is a pain in the backside to work with it. So I will persevere. I just probably won't work on it as often as I was. It's just, yeah, I think I'll put this one to the side and just have it as a project that I'll work on when I'm really not feeling in the mood for a counted cross stitch, or when my tablet's battery is dead. That's always a good time to work on a stamped project. Or when I might only have an hour or 2 between shifts and I might just put in 100 or so stitches in it. But yeah, that one definitely is not holding my attention. I don't have the drive to pick it up and stitch on it as much as the other one, as my other projects that I've got going. So my next project is Not All Who Wander Are Lost, which is this one. This is what it'll look like when it's finished, except top and the bottom's cut off. So that's what it'll look like. And this is what it looks like this week. So I've got these, I think it's 597. I got all this over here done. And I worked on it for 4 days and I got 1,640 stitches into it. This is being stitched on a 16 count white Aida using all DMC floss. I couldn't wait for CXC floss to come over from China, so I just went to Spotlight and bought the half a dozen skeins that I needed for this one. Oh, I bought the Etoile from off JK's. But other than that, yep, that's all done in DMC. The next one that I worked on was my Bengal Tigers 2, and that is what it will look like when it's finished. And this is what it looks like this time around. So I nearly got the tiger done for you. Nearly. If I had have had a few more hours to stitch, I probably would have got it finished. But yes, the tiger is nearly done. I worked on this one for 3 days and I got 1,700 stitches into it. Once I do get this tiger done, this up here is basically all white, so that's just going to be a bit of mind-numbing stitching, just to sit and stitch and not really have to concentrate on it too much. And the final one that I worked on was my Anzak by Long Dog Samplers. And that's what it'll look like when it's done. And this is where I'm up to. So that is it. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you. Bengal Tigers is being stitched on a 16 count Aida with a CXC floss. Now, Anzak is being stitched on 18 count hand dyed teal and yellow Aida that I done myself. And the floss is a variegated CXC. So I only have this corner to do, and I will be finished. It comes down, sort of down there. So I will move the hoop and get the final corner done. I'm hoping that I can get this done by the end of May, and then I will start another long dog. I got 3 days, I stitched on this for 3 days and done 1,300 stitches on it. I find long dogs actually stitch up pretty quick. Some people seem to take forever to do them, but I do find that they stitch up pretty quick. So in total for the fortnight, I got 5,040 stitches done, and I stitched for 12 days. So really I only missed 2 days in there that I didn't stitch, so that's pretty good going, I think. As I said, not the usual high counts that I get, but work got in the road with that one. Alright, so I will jump straight into showing you my haul. Now, I was enabled by one of the ladies on one of my chat groups for a Facebook game to buy The Year in the Woods. So I went out and bought the first 5. These were a birthday present to myself. So I got the fox, and I went and bought the relevant specialty threads that were required. I got swans. I'm trying to get out of the glare of my ring light. The specialty threads for those ones are still on back order, so I get my specialty, my Weeks, Dye Works, and what's the other ones? Gentle Arts. I get them all from JK's cross stitching supplies. We've got the Jackrabbit with that thread. We have the raccoon, and that's the thread. And we've got the ferret. So they are the first 5 in the series. They are super cute. I am going to be stitching them on, oops, sorry, you just got a full-on look at probably my wrinkles on my, really close up look at the wrinkles on my face then. I am going to be stitching them on this fabric. Now this is the brown that I dyed in my how to dye fabric video. So yes, I'm going to be doing the whole 12 of them on that fabric. It's a little bit darker than what they probably recommend, but I think it'll be alright because most of the colours, like in the ferret and stuff like that, the colours are actually like dark 938s and stuff like that. They're not a lighter colour. The bear was released at the start of May. It's pretty cute too, but I'm going to wait. I have got the DMC, not the DMC, I have got the CXC flosses coming for those. Soon as I get them, I'm going to start on the fox. As I said, I have got a couple of the specialty threads still on back order through JK's, so as soon as she gets them in, she'll send them through to me, and then I'll just keep stitching them. I'm going to wait until there's another 2 or 3 out before I buy the next lot and get the specialty threads, but it's not like I haven't got any whips to keep me occupied. That's all the haul that I bought for myself. My next bit of haul is absolutely amazing. I dropped enough hints to my partner for this for my birthday, which was at the end of April, and he did get the hint and he did get me what I wanted. Actually, him and my daughter, they went in together and bought me a Gusses Customs Creations Deluxe floor stand. I will take a little video of it and insert it in here. So this is the Gusses Custom Creations Deluxe floor stand. So these 2 arms here move outwards, right out, so depending on the size of your frame, Q-snap, hoop, whatever it is. And this is where your frame sits, is on these 2 knobs there. Now try and get, so this is what it is. This head here can swivel around either side. This arm here can be moved up and down to adjust the height for it. I might do a little Flosstube extra and show you all the different, show you what it can and can't do, but you obviously can adjust the length. You can make it a lot longer, you can make it a lot shorter. But yeah, this is the Gusses Custom Creations floor stand. and it is absolutely amazing. It is made out of jarrah wood, which is a native to Australia, I'm pretty sure. And Gus is a craftsman, carpenter, so he does take a lot of pride in his work. That's his, let's see if it'll, that's his little symbol. So yeah, that is my birthday present that I got from my partner and my daughter. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So you can see what it's like, but it is absolutely amazing. I no longer have to sit like this with the hoop on my leg like this. So now I can sit comfortably, sit up straight and have the I think I've got stand to position to about there, so, and have it in front of me, and yeah, I'm not bent up like a pretzel trying to stitch. The stand does actually take, it will hold hoops quite easily, quite easily, and I love my hoops, but I am going to give Q snaps or off-brand Q snaps a go and see how I go with that. But that is all the haul that I've got for this fortnight. I do have a few patterns coming from JK, so I was hoping that they'd be here today, but they should be here by the end of the week, so I'll show you those ones in the next video. Okay, so I have been contacted by 2 of the winners for the floss drops and needle minders that I ran as a giveaway for reaching 200 subs. I haven't been contacted by the 3rd person. It has been 2 weeks, so I am going to redraw that one, which I'd done before the before I started filming this video. I think 2 weeks to get in contact with me about it is fair enough. So they didn't contact me, so I will redraw for the tree and the floss drops. And the winner of that is Sharon, which who has a Flosstube Fun with Cross Stitch, and she's in Queensland. So another Aussie floss tuber. I'll give a quick shout out to her. If you haven't watched her, I think most of my viewers watch Sharon and Darren and stuff like that anyway, so you probably already have watched her, but if you haven't, jump on over and have a quick look at her channel. I will link the shout outs down below in the drop down box as well. So congratulations, Sharon. If you want to send me a quick email with your address, and I will get that into the post as soon as possible. I will be sending the other 2 out this week for sure. I was just leaving it to see if the 3rd winner would get in contact with me, and when they didn't, obviously, as I said, I redrew. I don't know what word I was going to try and say then, but it is probably not even a word in the English language. And I'm not even going to attempt to say it again because it's going to get muddled up. So yeah, you know what I'm getting at. You know what I was trying to say. Anyway, guys, that is all for this week. It's only going to be a short video. Maybe in the next video I might have a couple of new starts if my floss gets here in the next couple of weeks from China. I will be starting this one. It is going to be a late birthday start, so I'm just waiting on my floss and I'm going to jump straight into it. And that might not be the only new start that I have. If the floss for my year in the woods turn up, I'll start those as well. And of course I do have to get on to starting the Santa stocking for my niece, whose baby is due in August. But yeah, so that I'm going to leave it as that, guys, for this week. My next video will be on the 30th of May will be my next video, hopefully. All going well. But yeah, so thanks for tuning in and watching me and listen to my babble and ramblings, sometimes about nothing. I hope that you all have a good 2 weeks and get some stitching in. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.